What do you get when you mix teenage rebellion, secrets, seduction, and straight-up murder? You get Ginny and Georgia, Netflix's sharpest, twistiest mother-daughter drama, and yes, Season 3 is almost here. In this video we're diving into everything, a recap of Seasons 1 and 2. What's next for Georgia and Ginny, cast updates, release date, and an exciting surprise. Let's remember Season 1. Georgia Miller doesn't do normal. She's a 30-year-old single mom who's been running from her past for years, dragging her kids, Ginny and Austin, from town to town. They land in Wellsbury, Massachusetts, where it's picture-perfect, safe and suburban, or so it seems. Ginny tries to fit in, but she's always the outsider, being a mixed-race new girl who is emotionally stuck between resenting and admiring her mother. She joins the main clique, consisting of Maxine, Abby, Nora, and herself, sparks a love triangle between sweet Hunter and brooding Marcus, and struggles with her mental health and identity. Meanwhile, George is playing her own game as she charms the town, bags the mayor Paul, and hides the fact that her past is filled with lies, blackmail, and murder. She's not just hiding secrets, she's erasing them. By the end of Season 1, Ginny finds out her mother may have killed her stepfather, Kenny. Shocked and terrified, she runs away with Austin. Before she goes, she sets fire to her mom's private letters. The next season digs into the emotional fallout. Ginny is living with her father Zion in Boston and trying to make sense of who she is and who her mother really is. She's battling anxiety and self-harm, navigating therapy, and still dealing with Marcus as their connection grows deeper, but so do their wounds. Meantime, Georgia is trying to lock down her perfect life and gets engaged to Mayor Paul. She tries to suppress Ginny's rebellion and keep her newest secret buried. She killed Cynthia's husband, Tom Fuller, to help her friend move on, but you can't bury the past forever. Ginny eventually returns home, not because she forgives Georgia, but because she wants to protect Austin, who saw Georgia kill Tom, and he's acting out big time. There's a wedding, a beautiful dress, a perfect kiss, and then police sirens. Georgia is arrested mid-wedding for the murder of Tom in front of her new husband, guests, and her kids, and that's where we were left, jaws on the floor. Finally, after 2 years of waiting, Ginny and Georgia Season 3 is about to drop on 5th of June 2025 on Netflix with new betrayals, old enemies, and no more pretending. Season 3 will pick up right where we left off with Georgia in cuffs, Paul reeling, and Ginny and Austin once again caught in the fallout. But don't expect a courtroom drama, because insiders say the show won't spend too long on Georgia behind bars. The real story is what comes after. Expect all the familiar faces back: Bran Howie as the manipulative but magnetic Georgia, Antonia Gentry as the emotionally complex Ginny, Felix Mallard as the ever-brooding Marcus, and yes, fan favorite Joe will be back behind the coffee bar. But here's the scoop: new characters will be introduced, including a mysterious figure from Georgia's past. Could this new character be the one person Georgia can't manipulate? Netflix hasn't confirmed full plot lines, but insiders hint that Georgia's prison storyline may serve as a launching point for deeper drama, including more on her troubled childhood and secrets we haven't even scratched the surface of. Season 3 is set to dig deeper into her past, so we may finally get answers about the early trauma that shaped her. Also expect more from Zion, Cynthia, and Nick as tensions escalate and truths come out. Let's quickly talk relationships before the exciting surprise. Joe and George's chemistry is far from over. Ginny and Marcus are on thin ice as his depression is deepening, and Ginny's still processing a life built on lies. George's marriage to Paul is not exactly the fairy tale she sold him, and will Joe finally call her out or stay silent? Max is heartbroken, Abby's unraveling, and Nora's fading. The squad is fractured and Wellsbury's polished surface is starting to crack. But it won't be over at the end of Season 3, because Netflix made an announcement that you will love. There will be another season of Ginny and Georgia. Yes, Season 4 is official. If you're as obsessed with Ginny and Georgia as we are, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your wildest Season 3 theory in the comments. Who you think lives, who dies, and who finally tells the whole truth. That's a wrap from us at the Popcorn Assembly. Hope you like our next video. Now, go pop some core.